Okay, it's going. Harriet Tubman is who we're going to talk about today. Harriet Tubman was an upstanding black woman in society of Southern America in the 1900s. What happened with Harriet Tubman was a very, very upstanding thing. She created a train that went from South America to not South America like Mexico, it's South America like Florida. And went all the way up to America, North America. And she talked about how she was going to make everything equal, because Abraham Lincoln didn't want to make everything equal. Abraham Lincoln wanted to make white power wonderful. Him and Hitler had, and this is a little known fact, but him and Hitler actually had a pact that said that him and him liked each other a lot. And therefore they made a law saying that America was going to be America and Germany was going to be Germany. And and that's what happened. And it happened because that's how things are today. And there's America and Germany. There's not two of them. So anyways, Harriet Tubman was like, fuck Abraham Lincoln. I don't want to follow him because he thinks that America should be one way and I think it should be the other. Well, I'm going to make it my way. So she created this train called the Underground Railroad that went from South America to North America, and like Florida to Wisconsin, not Mexico to Wisconsin. And it went this entire way. And what she would do is she would take a lot of black people and she would put them on this train and make them go northward. And they liked it a lot because when they got to America, Wisconsin America, they got to plant corn and work regular jobs like working in retail and food. And they didn't have to work on plantations anymore. And that's why they liked it. And she had this train, and I believe, if I am recalling correctly, it was called the SS Tubman. And it would take people there. And there were a lot of people. Is it still recording? Okay, it's still recording. Tell me when it's not recording. The SS Tubman would take a lot of black people and bring them to North America. And they liked this a lot because North America is... Okay, it's recording again. So they liked to take the SS Tubman because it took them to freedom, and which is what they wanted. They didn't want to be enslaved anymore. And so they would go to this, what you had to do is you had to go down a flight of stairs, then you were underground. And when you were underground, you had to look for a lot of things.
Shut the fuck up, are you serious?
Yeah, you had to look for a subway, or you had to look for a train, and you had to look for the train.
Wait, where was this underground shit?
It was down a flight of stairs.
But whose house?
Tubman's. Harriet Tubman.
She had a house?
No, she didn't have a house, but she had a basement in her plantation owner's
Were they like totally like for slavery?
Yeah, they loved slavery. They made Tubman go out and work on the cornfields every day.
No, like, were they like against, like, fuck, I don't even know the word, but like, were they like, shit, I don't even know. Like, you know, abolitionists. Were they abolitionists?
I don't know what that means. Abolitionists?
That means, like, they didn't believe in slavery.
No, they believed in slavery.
Okay,
That's why they had
okay.
Harriet Tubman. But Harriet Tubman, at night, after midnight, that was her curfew. When she would come home, she would make an underground railroad, and she would work really hard, and it took a long time to get to North America. That's a lot of states. But she made one. And when she made it, she called, well, she didn't call because they didn't have phones in those days, but she would go and she would run through the cornfields and she would find all her black friends and say, guess what, I have an underground railroad, it's going to take you to freedom. And they would say, fuck yeah, freedom, I'm going. So they would come down and they would go to freedom. And they got on the train and they would go there. And in the morning, when they were off the train to freedom, all of a sudden they had jobs. How it happened, I don't know. But it did. It happened, and they had jobs. And
was it slave work?
No, it wasn't slave work. It was work at, like, McDonald's.
There was McDonald's back then?
Yes, there was. It was called McRonald's. And they worked there all day long, and they made lots of money, and they would get mansions, and that's where Jamie Foxx came from, and that's where Queen Latifah came from.
Latifah?
Latifah, she came from this Underground Railroad, because she took the railroad and got a job at McDonald's and Walmart and Shopko, and that's what made her famous, is because she went on the Underground Railroad. Is this still recording?
Yeah, dude, you have 5 left. Fuck, you're dumb.
Shit. I just dropped it. But tell me when it's done, because...
It's almost done.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, she made an Underground Railroad. Well, she made this Underground Railroad, and she loved her Underground Railroad because it gave lots of people freedom.
It's gonna die.
It's gonna... Well, whatever. I don't care if it's gonna... Because, you know what? Harriet Tubman was a good woman, and she met Rosa Parks, and she told Rosa Parks, go on the bus and sit in the front, because you know what? One day you're going to have equality, and one day you are going to realize that you are allowed to sit up there. And so she told her that, and Rosa Parks said, okay, I'm going to. And you know, she went to jail, but she was okay with that, because you know what? Now they have freedom, and now black people can sit up there. Queen Latifah can sit up there. Jamie Foxx can sit up there.
Jamie Foxx is the shit.
Samuel A. Jackson can sit up there. Why? Because of Harriet Tubman. Because of her Underground Railroad. Because she took the slaves and put them onto this train and brought them to Wisconsin. And now they have jobs at McDonald's. And now they are good. And now they are happy. And now they can go to the schools like everybody else can go to, and the whites and the blacks have equality, and I'm so happy for that, because seriously, there's no reason there should be inequality, because it's so good. It's not inequality. Equality is so good. Equality is what makes the world what it is today, because we have a black president now, we have a black actor now, we have a black...
Chelsea.
There were black people at my Catholic school. 60 years ago, there would not have been black people at my school, but now there are. And why is that? Because Harriet Tubman. Because Harriet Tubman created this train underground, and it made people love it. And she loved it, and everybody loved it, and now there is equality, and that is why I love her, and I will support her every day of my life, and I want her to be here with me, but she's not, because she lived a long time ago. But if she was here, I would call her and I would say, Harriet Tubman, come to my house, I have to talk to you. You created the best train in the world. We have the National Railroad Museum and the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, where is that?
It's on Broadway. But Harriet Tubman, you created the Underground Railroad, and it's really good. But one day, you're going to be there, and I am going to look at you because I admire you, and because of her, there is equality, and that's all I have to say. Peace out, love you, goodbye, Harriet Tubman forever.
Okay.